Hi, this is Mr. Wedge, and I'm not here today, and Mr. Doremus isn't here today, so I'm making this video to show you the next step in the printmaking project. So we have our printmaking plate. You can't see it, but there's a hammer right here. We need our inking tray, project paper. It's a big sheet of drawing paper. We need a pencil, and we're also going to need ink and a brayer. This is the ink, and this is the brayer. Ink is on the back table where the projects are, so your teacher will get that for you, and she'll probably do the ink, or he will. Brayers you can get yourself, they're by the sink, and the inking trays we can do one for each table, because we're actually going to have stations today. Alright, so anyway, step one is put your name on the back of your project paper. You're going to have one paper today. You're doing one print. So put your name, nice and clear, and class code. What's our class code? 2M. 2 for second grade, M for Miller. Okay? You don't need to flip it over yet. Just hang on to that. Okay, we're going to ink up our plate, and I'm going to start with red, but you don't have to just use one color today. So we're going to squirt out a little bit of ink. We don't need a ton of it. Make sure the cap's back on. I don't have any ink on my hands yet. I don't have any ink on the table yet. And my brayer's all clean and dry. So next step is we got to spread the ink out really well. And you can just go back and forth like this. But a little art trick is to pull and lift. And pull and lift. And pull and lift. And that spreads the ink out a lot more evenly than if you're just going back and forth. Then you're keeping the ink in the same place. Or you could push and lift, it does the same thing. But turn it. And if there's 5 people doing this at once, it just turns into a really big mess. You can just wait or take turns. You know, one person could do pull lift 5 times, and the next person could do pull lift 5 times. Pull lift 1, pull lift 2, pull lift 3, pull lift 4, pull lift 5. Okay? And then the next person could have a turn, and they could go in a different direction. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that way we aren't all like, you know, bumper cars with the brayers. Alright. Then we ink our plate the same way. Pull lift, pull lift, pull lift, pull lift. And now you can kind of tell that there's a hammer there. And there's some black on my plate from last time. I'm going to get a little more ink. That's not a big deal. Your colors are going to mix a little bit today. And just get it really nice and covered. And then take your paper, flip it over. Take your plate, all inked up, and figure out where you want it. Make it look really cool. Print it. Push down hard, make sure you got all the places. Pull the plate, and you've got your print. And you can do as many prints as you want, but do another color now. And I'm actually going to take this to the blue station. So you don't really have assigned seats today. Like this was the red station right here. That table could be the blue station. You know, that one's the orange. There's green over there. This one's yellow. So move to the table that you want the color. Alright? So like if I want like red now, I can print again right here. If I want orange, then I'm actually going to take my paper and my plate, right? My paper and my plate over to the orange station, right? And I'm going to leave the red brayer right here, and the red tray and the red ink. It all stays on this one table. So we're doing stations today. And then when we put our artwork on the drying rack, we're going to do that a certain way too. But I'll show you that in a bit. So actually your plate, when you're done with it, can go on the drying rack. So as soon as you're done, you can clean up. So right down here where all the papers are, we can just slide our plate right under the paper so it doesn't fall through the drying rack. And then we have all this space for our artwork. Okay? So do that. Do as many prints on one sheet of paper as you want. Okay? And when you're done, we're going to splatter paint. So that's step 2. But as soon as you're done printing, you know, go from station to station, however you want to do it, and then meet us back in front of the smartboard and I'll show you part 2. Work hard and have fun.